You are now listening to the Adult Conversation with Candy, Sunshine, Just Drew, and Unrestricted D. So put the kiddies to bed, grab your partners for some adult talk and play.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Adult Conversation. I'm Candy.
I'm Just Drew.
I'm Sunshine.
And Adult Conversation is our online radio show with myself,
Just Drew.
and Sunshine get together to discuss all type of
Fucking.
topics like
Fucking.
social gatherings.
Yeah. When the fuck was it? Yeah, we social gathering, social distancing,
Mask.
quarantine.
Face mask,
This dick.
It's way too early.
That's all.
Nah,
him.
it ain't never too early.
It's
For-
way too early.
it
None
ain't
of
never
us-
too early for
I-
this dick.
I don't discuss stuff like that. I'm a nice, wholesome Christian.
Facts. You are.
Now that's actually a lie. You might get struck. I might move back.
No.
I don't know about wholesome.
She's a good wholesome Christian.
Okay.
Remember them Catholic school girls back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't Catholic Christian too?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we talk about situationships, relationships, all that type shit.
Mental
Side
health.
chicks, mental health. Drew's favorite topic.
You know what I mean?
Since he
Orgies, threesomes.
Drew's favorite topics.
Mhm.
What is?
Masturbation.
Drew's
Oh
favorite
yeah. I beat my
topic.
dick this morning too.
Candy's favorite
Before I
petty.
went to work.
I hope you put some hand sanitizer on that shit.
I did. I just used some.
You do know you can spread corona through sperm.
No, you can't.
You can.
No, you can't.
You can.
I've been getting my dick sucked through all the pandemic, and I ain't caught corona yet.
You spread it by giving.
He already had it. He can't
He
catch
probably
it again.
did. I
He
already
did.
That.
Yeah.
We've already agreed to that.
Oh, okay.
yeah, when you was gallivanting all in the woods and shit, and we was in this motherfucker, you know what I mean, hot as fuck, cause was the heat? The heat. They had the heat on.
The air wasn't on.
They had the heat on, and you all gallivanting through the woods.
Who?
Need to put
You.
this on this side.
It wasn't me. Not last week.
Good
Or
hiking
2 weeks.
ass self.
Not 2 weeks ago.
Good old hiking motherfucker.
That was my anniversary.
I know. I'm just talking shit.
Did you enjoy?
We had a nice
Good.
day.
Glad to hear.
You had a nice day. Did y'all go look at the water?
No, I don't
So I
know.
guess we'll start weekend catch up. How's your week's been, Candy?
Yeah, how your months been?
I don't know,
Weeks.
right? It's been fun. We bought a new house, so we just trying to get adapted to it.
Hey,
Congratulations.
Yeah, so.
I saw that you when you posted y'all was moving and who needed boxes after you
Oh,
finished.
yeah, I
one.
gave away a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
Now we got a fire pit, so we just burned them.
I saw that too.
That's what's up.
Just chilling. Nothing major. Got a new job, so that's.
Oh,
that's-
new job.
Yeah.
You ain't with the peoples no more.
I'm with another agency.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I was about to say, damn.
I'm going to another agency, so it's a lot. It's a lot dealing with, but I made it through. I'm not stressed out. I'm glad I'm not one of the people who are going through something. I lost a family member, my father-in-law,
My
or
condolences.
my stepfather, if you want to call it stepfather. My mother's husband died,
Sorry to hear.
and
that.
now my mother's in the hospital, and she's been in there since the 1st of June.
My condolences. I hope
No,
everything works
May
out.
27th. I think she went around May 27th, so she's been in there for almost a month.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so just a lot dealing with family issues, dealing with corona issues, dealing with new issues, dealing with working from home, just a lot to deal with.
Yeah. Sunshine. Nah, you hold up. My weekend. You want to ask me how my weekend was?
How was your weekend, Drew?
Well, actually, my weekend was it was a weekend. So I had planned on not working because I did want to just hop in the car and go get naked by water and stuff. But
That's a fucking dig.
people called out, and so you know what I mean. I got a call early enough. Then that's why I didn't go off the Friday. I got a call early enough in the morning where I knew I was gonna have to go to work. So I worked Saturday and Sunday. Shit kind of was, but my job, like what I do in the mornings, it's alright though, cause like it's like making a difference and shit. You know what I mean?
Make you feel good?
Yeah. It always makes me feel good to know we're making a difference. Like today, we was talking to some people at one location, and they was like, "Man, listen, man, we glad y'all here, cause nobody in the locations that we service, nobody has gotten sick from corona since we started coming in and sanitizing the building.
That's good.
So that was cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Sunshine,
Yes.
how was your weekend? I don't really want to know, but how was your weekend?
My weekend was really, really, really good. Finally, well, I've had a lot of good weekends. Like Candy, I've been making the best of the situation, and finding ways to keep myself entertained. So sunbathing nude on my deck has been a big thing since the weather broke, since I can't go nowhere.
True shit.
Yeah. But then this weekend I went up to Gunnison at Jersey Shore. It was cool. Like, I saw some folks. I got a little bit scared because when I got up and people started calling my name, I got nervous. So I hid behind my cart, my beach
So
cart.
what was you in Jersey for?
To be naked on the beach. Shit.
Oh,
That's why I was there.
Just some random naked on the beach? Okay.
Well, no, somebody had hit me up and told me they were doing, I don't know what the hell it's called, the Swingers Day thing up there. So that's why I went up.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah. But I knew you were busy working, and you've made it very clear to me how much you've been working. So that's why I didn't ask if you wanted to ride up with me.
Yeah, I know that's your story.
But I have recruited some other people.
I've been replaced.
Yeah. And
I'm
you
so
ain't been
sad.
replaced, and they did good. Well, you don't make time for me.
I do.
Thank you for coming out to the bonfire, though.
I did.
Yeah,
I had fun.
yeah. It was fun, though.
Best part, I'll tell you, I have not laughed like that in a
It
second.
was an entertaining thing.
Especially when people hit the deck.
Yeah, we had a few performances. Somebody fell. But it was a very small. I'm still, like, the shit was over. I was only having 10 people. That's it. And 10 people I know, not 10 random strangers. And people still asking me, like, 2 days later, like, how can I get a ticket? I'm like, that shit was Saturday. It was limited. Because I'm not comfortable being around large groups of people right
I
now.
understand.
I don't even care about the restriction. Fuck that. I need to feel safe. So
Right.
Drew and I argued that down last show about
we definitely
being
did.
safe. Condoms versus face masks.
I called her a punk bitch.
Yeah, he did. It was bad. So, anywho, so Drew, you want to tell us what the topic is?
Sure.
I'm letting Candy get back into the swing of her points
Yeah.
on the.
So tonight we're talking about quarantine annoyances. Since due to the fact we've been quarantined for the past 3.5 months, or 3 months, whatever the fuck the case may be, and we done seen a lot. But this was part one. Part two coming, and through trial and error, we know a lot of shit that we should and shouldn't do while being quarantined. So I figured we should let some people know, let's talk about this shit, let them call in, talk about their experiences, so we can try to dodge it for the next one.
The next wave.
Well, the next quarantine.
Okay.
Yeah, because when the numbers pop again, they're gonna say shut it down. They're already readying up for it.
Yeah.
So what's the topic?
Quarantine annoyances.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, shit that annoyed you during the motherfucking quarantine.
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Do you want to give us the urban definition?
Sure, I might as well give you the definition of tonight's topic from the Urban Dictionary, since I am your resident hoodologist and urbanologist. You did what I'm saying? I just wanted to say ologist twice, and it worked out. Number one, quarantine. Number one, the act of putting someone in isolation due to the goddamn fucking corona. Quarantine. Number two, the average lifestyle for most people. Annoyances. Number one, society. That is really all I have to say.
That's number 2.
That was number one.
Okay. You said number 1. I'm waiting for number 2.
Number 2 was first. Number 2 was first, but second.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was number 2.
Okay. All right. The Webster, the other dictionary, I don't know if we're allowed to say that with Black Lives Matter going on right now.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
The people who are not us dictionary. Quarantine, a period of 40 days. That's number 1. Number 2, a restraint upon the activities or communications of persons or the transport of goods designed to prevent the spread of disease or pest.
I don't fucking know.
The fuck?
I didn't write it.
That was straight others. Okay, annoyances. Number 1.
Same thing. That was good.
A source of vexation or irritation. Nuances. What is a vexation?
Vexation.
Vexation?
Yeah. It's the state of being vexed.
A nuisance.
Yeah.
Same
Irritated.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Irritated as fuck.
So what we just said is annoyance, vex, and irritation. They're all the same word.
And
I mean, damn nearly the same thing.
And
So.
nuisance.
So if I look up irritation, it means to be annoyed. And
They're
and
probably all
vex.
synonyms of each other.
And I think the vex it means annoyance and irritation.
Okay. Sunshine.
So for once in a very fucking long time, I'm gonna have to go with the urban.
That's right.
Yes, I gotta go with the
That's
urban.
right.
Because I mean, yeah, the fucking Corona. They said it, so
Yeah,
I gotta
fucking
I gotta
Corona.
rock with that. Yeah, as long as they ain't call it Rona. Now if they ain't called it Rona, fuck that shit. I ain't a part of it. Because I can't give
man.
pet names to some shit that's wiping people out. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Fucks with my soul.
Hey, look, you know what's funny? So since the pandemic started, right? When I see people, so you know you ain't supposed to shake hands and shit. They was all real abstinent about that. So the funny thing is, every time I go to give somebody the elbow, right, and I'm gonna demonstrate, I do like this here. Rona, nigga.
That's just wrong.
That's how it is.
That's how it is, though. Shit crazy, man.
I'm trying not to just touch people.
I don't even talk.
I
to
do
punk
do my
bitches.
social distancing as much as possible.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I couldn't avoid it this weekend, unfortunately, because people wanted to, that was happy, you know, they
no,
wanted
you
to
could
hug
have
me.
avoided it.
Yeah,
I tried.
Oh, that's right. We went tubing this weekend, and that was everyone. Some people kept on their masks, and people were staying apart. So it's
Yeah.
very interesting trying to still do social stuff, not be in the house, and still be able to do it. We have like a set of like 6 people that we constantly are around. So we pray that they don't get corona from being around someone else. But so far, we've been hanging around the same 6 people for the last 2 months.
Well, you know, chances are y'all motherfuckers done already had it.
Yeah. I know I didn't have it. I have had no sickness for the past
You ain't got
6
to.
months. I mean, I could have had it at asymptomatic, but I did not have it to the point that I was sick.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's but like this whole quarantine shit, man. Let me tell y'all something. If I'm around the motherfucker 2 whole days, I get irritated as fuck. And that's why I love to travel with Sunshine, because she go do her motherfucking thing and I'm left to my own devices to go do my own motherfucking thing. But we got each other back. Right? I can't imagine being cooped up in the motherfucking house on stay at home shit if I was in a relationship with a motherfucker, or cooped up in the house with some little motherfucking kids. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, the divorce rate is jumping.
Oh yeah.
Like, people have not been happy with one another.
Divorce and pregnancy.
I mean, I'm fine. It's been great for us. I guess on the flip side, some people who are stuck at home with their wives who have mistresses are either becoming, one accord with their wife again, and their mistresses are like, what the fuck?
Or
I need to see you.
Or they just let their mistress know, listen, bitch, I can't get out right now. Rona, shit, man, this motherfucker on my heels. You know what I mean?
Well, what's been interesting for me, and probably because of who I am, like I'm in, when it first started and everybody was stuck home, like you really couldn't go nowhere, I'm in all these fucking relationships on Messenger. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, I mean, every day, people are calling me every single day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just because it's a fucking pandemic, I'm not sitting around waiting to entertain you or entertain your life.
Right.
So, and then I got broke up with already. Like, in the pandemic, it's still continuing. So you started dating me during the pandemic, and then you broke up with me before the pandemic was even over.
Did you get
Based
some
on
dick?
something I said live. I never met him. Never been around him. Never hung out with
We
him.
don't even count. We ain't even fuck.
Right, exactly.
We ain't fuck. You definitely don't count.
No, in their mind, this was a thing.
So,
it was
so
a whole
have
thing.
you been fucking?
Oh yeah, I fuck good too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I fuck a lot now.
A non-COVID penis. The penis is COVID
Like
free.
now you fucking way more. So like, okay, I'm on my lunch break. Oh, come on, let's.
Well, I mean, you're home, so,
different.
it's so much
you're home.
easier.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
home. That's right. You was working from home.
Yeah.
So you don't masturbate as much I know we weigh off. We gotta catch up with you.
There's no I don't have to, there's no masturbation. Ain't time. It's either fucking or working.
That's what's up.
You a bad motherfucker.
It's good stuff.
You know what I mean? You and the mister. Shit.
It's good stuff
I
right
live
there.
alone. I wouldn't be able to fuck all the time anyway. I'd be like, man, get away from me.
Noodle dick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, gummy worm.
Gummy worm.
I'll get that motherfucking gummy worm up in a minute. You better not get. That's why I let the ladies know. Listen, I'm old. I get up early to go to work. So if you want good peen from me, you must see me between the hours of 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. All after 1 a.m., it's crapshoot what you gonna get. You can't go bitching to nobody because you got a gummy worm.
I can understand that.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Good stuff.
I've given up the gummy worm a couple of times too.
I believe you.
Yeah.
You celebrated your birthday too.
Yeah, my birthday.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, happy belated.
Thank
I mean, I
Yeah,
did.
42? 41?
42.
42.
I mean, I shouted you out that day. I know.
Yes.
Thank God for Facebook, because I mean, like, I'd miss everything.
I think I said happy birthday on one of your posts.
Yeah, I woke up. I said, "Oh my goodness, hold up, it's Candy's birthday,"
Yeah.
because it's so not normal.
I
The
know.
funny thing was when I tell you, I'm sitting on the toilet. Literally, I'm just sitting on the toilet,
Taking a shit?
scrolling. No, I was not. I'd started from the toilet, so I stayed there because I'm trying to find a picture of us.
Started from the bowels, now we here.
I mean, we ain't taking a picture together in eons. I couldn't fucking find one. So then I ended up finding an old one on the AK page, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm just use." I couldn't find a picture of just you. I couldn't find one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
I'm gonna tell you though, this whole shit. You know what I'm most disappointed about?
What?
I'm gonna give you two guesses. The first one don't count.
You're not getting your dick sucked?
Nah, I get my dick sucked. That ain't it.
Can you tell us?
Skip day.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm like, so I was like, man, fuck, we ain't going back.
Somebody texted me and I was like, "It's sorry, baby."
Yeah, they've been asking
I'm
me
sorry.
too.
Yeah.
Nah.
And where we held last year,
Yeah.
they did a remodel, so it really wouldn't have mattered what the fuck happened with the weather. We was good.
I'm very uncomfortable with being responsible for bringing people together.
Me too.
So, I mean, still, like, when people come over, even with the small stuff, they still have to sign the waiver to say they're partying of their own free will.
Yeah.
Because I don't
'Cause
want no shit.
When the thing now is we doing stuff with Goombay, and the most we do is like walks and stuff. And the walks you can social distance. You can walk 6 feet ahead of each other, so it's no real touching each other. But we're starting to play kickball again, and that's become. We played it without mask on. That was challenging.
I can barely talk with my mask
know.
on. And then when I talk, I can't hear. Like, there's something wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep repeating, and then I can't understand other people because of their mask. So, yeah, it's been a lot. I mean, I only wear it at the office primarily. Well, I mean, of course, if I go in a store or something. But I just, like, probably 2 weeks ago was the first time I went anywhere other than the grocery store. I'm a punk. I'd be like, fuck that. Plus, people don't respect your personal space. Normally, they don't fucking respect it. So, I've already had to yell at 2 people for, like, being too close. Like, why you
I
all
don't
up
have
on
a
me and
problem,
shit? Like,
'cause
back up.
I'm not sunshine. I'm not bubbly, and people don't feel the need to be near me. So I'm good. They be like, "Hey, Candy." I be like, "Hey, whoever you are."
Yeah, them expectations be a motherfucker.
I'm
I
like,
tell
get
you.
the fuck away from me. It's a lot.
I mean, it's better now. Like, it was kind of stressful when people kept saying, "Can I come see you?" And I'm like, "No." Like, I'm not.
You
seeing
should
anybody.
have built a glory hole so you can just put your pussy up to the hole. They come to the door, they fuck you, and then go
She
home.
has one
I do have one.
Oh, you do?
with 5 holes,
Yeah, I got 5 holes. Sunshine's holes.
so she can pick which hole she wants to put her.
It's a
pussy up to.
unisex one, so it's
Oh.
for males and females.
Well, that's a good. You got the. You should get one that's clear though, so y'all can at least see each other.
I'm good.
Now it's so different. You go to the grocery store, everybody's behind this glass, and it's just
The
different.
sneeze guards.
Yeah,
I hate 'em.
I think all that stuff is here to stay too.
Yeah.
I don't see them removing it.
So do you find that annoying? Back to the topic. Do we find that annoying? I do.
No, I don't find it annoying. I think it's to keep them safe. I think it should already been there
Yeah.
because imagine how many people. If you're working the register at a grocery store before Corona, how many people you come in contact with all kinds of codes and flus and stuff like that? You weren't taking the precaution. You got people you got nasty ass motherfuckers in this
Okay.
world who walk up to you and won't have a problem coughing in your face. Shit, I saw something on the news when the girl got into it with the person behind her and she went and spit on him. This
Then
is
now you got corona, bitch.
yeah. I think they arrested her or something, but
Yeah.
I think it's to me it's fine. It's not annoying because it's for safety.
And so I'm gonna tell you what's annoying.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna tell you what's annoying about this whole shit with me. Today, they'll say one thing, as far as prevention or whatever the fuck the case may be. I'm gonna give you this is a good example, and literally I just looked at this shit. In the beginning, they was like, Corona can't survive above 95 degrees.
Yeah.
The hotter it get, the less your chance of catching Corona.
Lies.
Now, just motherfucking today, the CDC says the air conditioning can help prevent the spread of Corona.
You know why?
No, I don't.
Because if they tell you air conditioning helps prevent the spread of corona, people will stay their fucking asses in the house.
Oh,
under the
so
air
it's
conditioning.
so it's the subliminal mind piece. You know what I mean?
So now the heat kill it. So everybody like, I'm gonna go outside because it's hot outside. No.
Well,
They want-
motherfuckers going outside any motherfucking way. You know what I mean?
It was nothing they can do once it was warm. Now, if corona hit hard here, let's say in October, going into November, you probably could have stopped the spread more because don't nobody want to go outside in the first place from when it's cold outside all the way up until February. We
Nah.
barely want to go out.
People with money don't want to go out.
Yeah. I mean,
People who got a little bit of money don't want to go out.
yeah.
What do you mean people that got a little bit of money don't want to go out?
I'm telling you, people that got a little bit of money don't want to go out. But broke motherfuckers coming out.
But not as much.
Shit.
They'll come out, but it's not as much. You're more inclined to stay in the house if it snows or if it's cold than if it's summer. Once summer hit, that's the end. First of all, you got 4th of July. All I hear in my fucking neighborhood is fireworks constantly.
Yeah.
You had Mother's Day and Father's Day and Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
And now 4th of July. You have all of them, and Juneteenth. You have all these holidays rolling into each other. Right. It is really hard to keep a motherfucker in the house when they don't have it. If no one in my family got affected with corona, and no one I directly knew got corona, then I must be immune. So I can go out and do whatever the fuck I want to do because I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
And then we had the Floyd incident where everyone is protesting. So if all the protesters haven't died, even though they got it, a lot of them got it, you don't see them all dying, so corona's gone in people's mind. Or it's not going to affect me because I'm immune.
Yeah, I think that's been the mindset a lot.
What?
People just think they can't catch it.
Nah, you know what? And because like I said, we've been out from jump, right? A lot of people that I've talked to about it, you know what I mean? Just in general conversations, like, man, fuck Corona. You're going to get what you're going to get, and you're going to live however long you're going to live.
That's
You know what I mean?
Stupid as shit.
I mean,
Exactly. I mean, this is how we got into it last week. 2 weeks ago for the same.
When we say stupid,
line of thinking.
That line of thinking is stupid. It's kind of like, I know that someone, maybe let's say someone on the kickball team. I know that someone on the kickball team had corona, or at least 4 people. But I'm gonna still keep going because if I get it, I get it. But you're not just thinking about you. You're still going to give it to your elderly family members. Mm-hmm. You still got kids that you have to take care of. Some people still have to go to work. So if you got corona, you won't be able to go to work. If you can't go to work, you might not be able to pay your bills. Then you have, on top of that incident, if one person, let's say I get corona, and because I'm being stupid, I go to work, I don't know I have corona. Now I find out I got corona. Now I got to tell my boss that I have corona. They have to shut down the whole plant. They have to shut down wherever you're working and clean it and sterilize it. So I just fucked up a whole bunch of other people's shit because of my stupid thinking. Yeah, you're going to get it. You're going to die when you die. But why are you helping the situation?
but
Same conversation we had 2 weeks ago.
You know what? And
I related to like
because
wearing
it's
masks,
more
wearing
than
condoms.
just you dying. You are affecting more people. You are affecting businesses. You are affecting other shit because you couldn't control yourself just a little bit. If you can't control yourself, wear your mask, wash your hands, and do your best to prevent it. The same reason why people strap up and put on condoms, not to get HIV, you should think the same about corona.
Agreed.
Okay.
Sorry.
She sounded like me 2 weeks ago. I was worse though. I was worse.
I did this last week.
Yeah, we did.
I did this shit last week.
You mean 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, whenever the fuck we was here. I
2
did
weeks
the shit
ago.
Then. I did it then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I told
I ain't
him
doing
at
it
the
no more.
end that he's more than entitled to his opinion, but I used the condom analogy. It's just a level of safety. That's all it is.
I'm more scared of getting the flu.
Another thing that annoys me now is the fucking grocery stores and those fucking arrows on the ground.
Yeah, that's
Please
fucked
tell
up.
me how going to run this one way in that grocery aisle is going to stop me from getting corona.
It's not.
Facing.
Facing what? I still got to
Facing
walk
people.
past the people that's still in
Because
the fucking
and then
aisle.
people are taking so long to pick their shit. Like
Yes.
off the whatever they're looking at. So I'm supposed to stand there for 20 minutes while you decide
Nope,
what kind of
I will
fucking rice
reach
you
over,
want.
bitch. I
But
will
when I
reach
walk
over you.
by, I look the other way.
Yeah.
But luckily, I'm going to grocery stores down in like Prince Frederick, so it's
Yeah.
it's a small family-owned grocery store. I'm not going in. I did make it in Safeway though. I was pretty proud of myself.
Yeah.
But the price of fucking meat is stupid.
I know.
That shit's stupid.
I walked down. So my lazy ass walked into Safeway last night. Corona. Walked into Safeway last night. So you know how they had the arrows? I went down the wrong aisle. So the dude, this black dude goes, "Hey, my sister. Hi." He said, "You think that corona is real?" I got my mask on. Hell yeah, I think it's real. Then I guess you need to honor the arrows that's on the ground. Don't go the wrong way down the
My problem with the arrows on the ground, I don't fucking look down.
I know.
I'm looking up to know what fucking aisle I'm going to. And now you're forced to go every fucking aisle.
I don't.
Because
I'ma
if
tell
I
you,
want
don't.
something
I do
else,
not.
I do.
I don't. I will go
I
with
do.
it. I will go down the aisle the way I see fit.
Yeah. I mean, if
Especially
nobody's
if
in
the
the aisle,
fucking
I'd be
aisle
like,
is
fuck
empty.
it. Yeah.
If no one is in the
aisle
aisle,
empty, I
fuck your arrows. I'm not walking my fat ass all the way around just to go right here. Like I'm right here. The shit I want is right there. I got to walk all the way around to grab that can of tuna. Hell no.
I do look at it as good exercise, though.
It's okay.
I'd be like, all right, my grocery trip. Oh my goodness! My
If y'all
grocery
can't
trip
hear, he
is
said he gonna
longer.
put
Yeah,
arrows
we're gonna
in the
get arrows in the
studio.
studio now. Oh my gosh!
I mean,
Yeah.
well, the
Can you put
funniest-
an arrow where Drew sits and say this asshole sits here?
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to see that
It
arrow.
rotates.
As he sit there with
Yeah.
the mask on his face.
Yes.
It rotates.
Mister,
And then this
I
how
ain't worried
be-
about a mask,
this,
but he got
this
the
right
mask
here
on.
is how I be in the
I be like
motherfucking
this.
streets with my mask.
Somebody made this for me. I be
That's what's
for
up.
my birthday. I be like this.
I forgot my
Okay.
mask that say this.
Yeah, he got one of our listeners made us masks and made Drew a mask that says
This
day.
I made a mask
pretty
that said
cool.
"Read my lips."
So it's a couple of things. It's a couple of things, man. That I got a real big kick out of when the shit was going on. So when we had the curfew, and they said
They said, "Fuck that."
you got to be home 9 o'clock, and you can't come out 7 o'clock, right? Another thing they said was no gatherings of. First it was 5 or more people. 5 or more people. And also stay 6 feet away from people. All this shit. And somebody sent me a thing. And I said to myself, a list of all the shit. And I said to myself, wow, that's something. So you can't get corona from between the hours of 7 a.m. and 9 p.m.
Right.
If it's only 5 people, corona can't be there. If I stay 6 feet away, then I'm good because it don't travel more than 5 feet 11 inches. So the 6 foot, I'm really good because it can't reach me in the 6 feet. So I say, man, shit. We winning like a motherfucker.
But see, that's exactly why you're an asshole. This is why.
Why?
Because those are, and we had this conversation, and I'm gonna keep fucking saying it every time you say
say it
dumb
all you
shit.
want.
Those things are just, it's still precautions to limit the fucking spread. That's it.
And 5 people or 10 now, maximum gathering is contact tracing.
There's more than that now
It's-
in certain areas.
Yeah, it's also so that if I end up with corona, I need to be able to tell them
Who you were
who
around.
are around, so that you or know who I was around. So those
Yeah,
motherfuckers
because you
can
can't
get
remember
tested.
if you was around 6 people or 11 now. You can't remember.
It depends. It depends.
Can't remember that.
If I
11.
go out to the kickball field and there's
Be like-
19 people out there,
So look,
I might not know that
hey, Trump,
I can't remember.
you can
all
appreciate
19
this.
people.
You'd be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm good. 11 people. Then you find out you get corona, right? God damn, who was that 11th motherfucking person? I remember 10 of them summer bitches, but who was that 11th
That's just being a sarcastic asshole
It
and going against the
absolutely
grain.
is.
That's it.
It
That's all
absolutely
it
is.
is. I mean, it still lessens the chances. If you're around 150 people and you're around 10 people, your odds are much better that you don't fucking catch it. That's just the bottom line.
Okay, well, if
I
I'm
don't care how
around,
you look at it. Statistically looking
the
at
good part
numbers-
is they quarantined us and we wasn't allowed to be around
I'ma
no
quarantine
motherfucking
your
body.
ass some more.
So I
doubt
don't
that
know.
you. I doubt
how
that
it
you was
spread.
even really quarantined.
He was never
Who,
quarantined.
me?
You.
He never
Man, my
quarantined.
motherfucking quality of
You
life got better.
you are asymptomatic and walking around and spreading it to everybody.
How
You
am I
are the
asymptomatic?
11th person.
So have they concluded? Have they concluded?
You are
motherfucker be allowed.
patient 0.
Oh, we got a phone call. Tap him in. Adult conversation. Who it is? What the fuck you want?
I'm still getting that ass, Drew.
You what?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
She said she getting that ass.
Yeah, she was on 2 weeks ago when you was talking all that shit. So she called in to talk to you.
Oh hell no! You better stay away from me with that motherfucker thermometer.
Baby, he definitely needs his temperature taken. You already know.
Shit.
Exactly.
So how's things on your
I
end,
got
honey? What
sick-
you seeing out there going on with the pandemic that Drew don't believe is a pandemic?
They still know nothing, and we're still seeing it, and it ranges from mild symptoms to severe. I had my antibodies checked a couple weeks ago because my work was finally offering it. And I'm like, cool, because if I'm positive, then I can donate my plasma because a lot of patients on ventilators are needing plasma. And my test came back negative, which really shocked me since, I work knees deep in it. And then I saw on the news a couple of days later that even those tests are only like 50% accurate. So again, they know nothing.
Wow.
They're just reaching out, trying everything possible when they still don't even know what's working and what's not.
I got a question.
And I don't want you to tell people where you work. That's why I didn't even put your name out there. But what do you do? How are you seeing all these patients?
I'm an ER nurse.
Yeah. How many patients have you saved that you've seen since this has been going on?
With me, it's usually they're coming in by ambulances and we're putting them on ventilators. And then once we get them stable, they go up to the COVID units or the ICU.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a lot of friends who work up there. So, we compare stories and different things. And for a while there, they were trying an anti-malaria drug on patients, and that wasn't working. Then they saw that a lot of people are dying from blood clots between being on the vents for about 3 to 4 weeks, not moving around, and then also they're finding out that it has to do with your heart, too.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's what's causing a lot of the clots. So with everybody that's come in that ends up on a vent, it's probably only a 20 to 30% chance you're going to make it, which
Oh,
is
wow.
extremely low.
Yeah, that's depressing. How are you holding up, mentally and dealing with all this? Because I know this is a lot.
I've been a nurse for 17 years. I've seen a lot. Your body kind of adapts to it. But I think the hardest thing for me was you can't have family in there. So people are dying alone. And I think that's the hardest thing.
I don't want to cut you off. That is my biggest trauma. My mother has been in the hospital since I want to say May 27th. I have not been able to see her, nor have I been able to speak to her. She can't even FaceTime. She's had 3 surgeries since she's been in there. She had a open heart surgery, she had an arm surgery, and she had a stomach surgery. And throughout none of this, no one can visit her, no one can see her, no one can comfort her. It's only the doctors and nurses, and she's still in ICU.
Wow.
So that's really hard for us, because between me and my 2 sisters and my brother, someone would rotate, and then her husband had died right before that happened. So this is really hard, as far as I can understand, with family members and stuff. And before that happened,
you know, it's
go ahead.
everybody, the ones in the hospital, the ones out of the hospital, I get that. But they should make certain, what's the word for it? Like, let certain things slide. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't understand the FaceTime, because I do know nurses upstairs are FaceTiming the families every night.
My mother can't talk right now.
The patient can talk or not, they'll at least put the screen up to the loved one. You know what I'm saying?
You can see them.
I do know there is.
My
ways
mother is
like that.
she can't talk, and she's delirious, and she's refusing to FaceTime.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Like for me, I really, I had some questions, but I'm a forego. I'm a forego because I don't want to be the negative right now. But I will say this, and I only speak for my personal view, and my personal view is, coronavirus is definitely real. It is definitely deadly to people with underlying issues. But to me,
Yes.
it doesn't justify shutting down the world. Because
No.
and I'll tell you why I say that. The aftermath of this pandemic and this world shutdown is going to be catastrophic to so many people financially. There's already, like, they had on Facebook the other day, like, a motherfucker killed himself because his stocks plummeted, but he really didn't understand, like his stocks going down, but he didn't understand that he was really still ahead because they had peaked so high and they dropped a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
I do understand, but at the same time, it doesn't matter how much money you got if you dead from the virus.
I'm not talking. So
I mean, to me.
So okay, now here's a good question.
But you don't know
Here's a
the
good
person
question.
you're going to be.
Here's a good question
Go
right
ahead.
here. So, when you're talking about statistically speaking, right, and
Yeah.
chances of survival with the coronavirus, even from the beginning, and from all I've researched, I'll go on the high end and say 5%. So the coronavirus at a 5% mortality rate, right? And would that justify shutting down the world? 5%.
Yeah.
And see, that's where
You-
I have a problem, because they don't focus on the positive side, that there's probably 90% of the people that do end up positive are able to take care of their signs and symptoms at home. But I think the scariest part is it came out of nowhere and hit people hard.
And we weren't prepared.
Yes, and then you're
Fact.
looking at Corona now after everything shut down. Now, yes, 5% because we shut shit down and we stopped the spread. But imagine if we didn't stop
the
it.
spread.
That 5%. So you're talking about a hospital. Let's say a hospital only can hold 1,000 people. We probably got, let's say, 10 hospitals in this area. We might have more, but that's only like 10,000 people. But if 100,000 people end up with corona, they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough to test. They didn't have enough to know what was going on. So yes, it is a financial impact, but they needed this. They needed to shut shit down to figure
stop
out what
the
was
spread.
going on to stop the spread. Because if they didn't stop the spread, if I would have went to my job with corona and not know it, I directly work with 30 people. Let's say I could have infected 20 of those people. directly because I am in an open environment. I can walk around coughing and sneezing thinking it's the flu. So many motherfuckers go to work with the flu. It's just ridiculous. I have to send employees home on a regular basis because this is before Corona because they had the flu. So if they would have came to work with this flu-like symptoms, not knowing it was Corona, they could have infected a lot of people, which they go home and infect their kids who go to school and infect some more people. So we would have had these hospitals that only hold, let's say, 100,000 people. We could have had 1 million people infected. There's nowhere to put them. There's nowhere to treat them. They needed to deal with it. Unfortunately, it's going to be some financial effects, but if a business stayed open and people can trace back that this business is the root cause of me getting sick, then your business is getting sued.
Okay, so while we got you on the line, you work in the ER, and you will probably have a guesstimate of what's the percentage of Corona people that came in and tested positive for Corona and ended up on a ventilator or ended up hospitalized because of severe symptoms, not the ones that could have been sent home.
I would say the first 2 months, anybody that came in pretty much was on a vent. I'd say about 80%. It's starting to die down, but that's the thing. It can change just so fast with certain people. Like, I've had a 40-year-old patient that he was sitting down eating dinner, felt fine, then he couldn't breathe, and it was 911, bring him in, and we were putting him on a ventilator. And the thing is, with these ventilators, our bodies aren't made to be put on them that long.
Right.
They need for like BiPAP, things like that. But the sad thing is we can't use those because it aerosols throughout the hospital.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Where a ventilator is just shooting air into you.
Right.
Because we've been had to convert a bunch of units to just negative pressure COVID units.
Mm-hmm.
How many beds do you all have for COVID patients, you think, right now?
Right now, probably close to 40.
So, and then how many was it when we first got wind of what was going on?
Maybe about 12.
Wow, that's not as high as I thought it would be.
No, they had beds.
Or even
Yeah.
like we have a refrigerated morgue outside.
Yeah, that's how many
It's
people
a truck.
died.
Now, let me ask you this: the refrigerated morgue, right? Because I have and I think I said it last show. I know two people specifically who had family members that passed away that automatically the physicians tried to put on the death certificate death from complications of Corona. They did no test, they did no autopsy, they did nothing. This automatic death from complication of Corona. Have you seen that happen at all?
Yes, I have, but for their reasons. Usually it shows up on an X-ray or a CAT scan. They're calling it ground glass. I don't know if you've heard that term yet, but that's what's in your lungs showing you have the corona, so you don't even have to do the test. But we still, even if a patient passes away, we still swab them. It might take a few more days than the normal person to get the results back, but they do swab them still. But usually the definitive test is the ground glass.
Right. Well, I can tell you unequivocally, these two people that I know, right? They fought that, and COVID was not put on that death certificate because they could not prove that they tested anything.
They check everybody's temps, and I've actually had a couple of patients that haven't even had temperature. So I don't know where that's coming from either. In fact, I had a patient that was there for high sugars and low blood pressure, and it turned out he ended up being a COVID patient.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you this.
Go ahead, Drew.
At 8:32 this morning, my temperature was 107 degrees, At 8:32:3, my temperature was 99.1 degrees.
But that's because he was stroking his dick for breakfast. That's why his temperature was high.
That was probably a short stroke too. So it
So
didn't take that long to go back
exactly,
down.
it didn't take him that long. So I still want to go back to you particularly, and I appreciate you calling in. How are you coping with dealing with, so many patients and seeing this as much as you see it?
Yeah, are you seeing your therapist?
He's so fucking, I swear.
No, I'm not. I'm pretty good overall. I'm a busy person, so it hasn't really affected my life much. I mean, yeah, I did cut down big time on going places and seeing people and things like that. But I'm one of those that I keep it moving, and it's my duty.
Right.
I knew when I became a nurse that it was going to be through the good and the bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it's sad, and yes, I want them to find answers, but I'm doing what I can with it, saving one life at a time.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's amazing. We really appreciate you and everything
you.
you're
We
doing for the community. Yeah, I mean, I've always thought you were amazing. That's no secret. So
If you want me to come,
I
come and
ain't
give you
even trying to put you out there. I don't want everybody to know who you are, but you know I love you to death. So
If you want me to come and give you a spa treatment and
she wants you
This
to let her take her big thermometer
And
and
put it
take
in
your
your
temperature
ass.
anally.
See, we ain't doing that.
That's right.
I laughed so hard when I read that. Oh my
Man, if you want
gosh,
a
I
black,
laughed.
if a motherfucker want a black and blue eye, go on, try your hand.
Especially Drew. Drew deserve it because he talk all that shit.
Right.
So what? I deserve what?
Well, I appreciate you so much for calling in,
Definitely.
and we appreciate everything
Thank
you're
you for
doing to
calling
keep
in.
us
And
safe.
thank you with the good information.
Exactly. Yeah, you're awesome. I do hope to see you before this year is out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right,
She said
and-
after Corona.
Exactly. No, at some point,
I don't want
sunshine.
nothing to do with you. Stay the hell away from me.
Look, I'm gonna wear my mask to our spot.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right there
That's
with my
the new
mask
norm.
on.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you, baby. Have a good night. Don't work too hard tonight. I'll talk to you soon.
You have a great one.
All right.
All right. Thanks. Bye bye.
Have a good one.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always wonderful to talk to people who are actually right there in the midst of things. You did what I'm saying?
Because we're blinded. We're blinded to what actually is going on and can't see it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exist. I've had, I ain't gonna say family members, close friends of my father passed away. 2 people. My father lives in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they was hit hard in New York. So he has a lot of people he know who passed away. And you still don't even feel it. I still
Right.
ain't. It's his friends. It's people he knows. I met them, but I don't know them. So it still really don't exist in my mind. It does, but not like it should. And then the only way for me to really feel it or think it exists is to have someone close to me or to get it myself.
Right.
And,
I'm the same way.
unfortunately, it's too late when that happens.
Right.
And now you be like, oh my God, I wish I was listening. Like when the corona first came out, it was a barber. He said, fuck this corona. He posted it on Facebook. Fuck this corona. I still need to make my money. I'm going to cut hair. He got corona and died. Like 2 days after his post or something. I don't think it was 2 days, but he got corona and died. And you just sit there and think, okay, maybe if he had a mask on when he was cutting hair. Maybe if he was washing his hand in between. Did he pass it on to other people? Did he take it home to his family?
Right.
If was a fifth.
Huh?
If was a fifth.
Yeah.
I'd be drunk than a motherfucker. You did what I'm saying?
If what?
If was
if
the fifth.
was a fifth?
No, if was a fifth, I'd be drunk
If
as
was
shit.
a fifth. Okay.
Right. A couple of things going on with that. He didn't get corona and 2 hours later he died.
I didn't say 2 hours.
No, I'm just
later.
saying, like a couple of days later. So he already had corona when the motherfucker made that post. You know what I mean? You don't get it today and die tomorrow.
True, but he never
Man.
stopped cutting hair. So at that point, he could have gotten it anywhere.
Right.
But you never stopped to cut hair. You never stopped cutting hair.
Right.
You kept pushing on with your business. It was so important to make the money than to stop and hold back and figure out what's
you
going
can't
on with your
spend
health.
the money dead.
Right.
I can't get away from that.
That's why I'm glad I ain't leaving nobody shit.
And then that's also, I mean, and we should get to the annoyances because we didn't even talk about that.
Right.
But I mean, one of my biggest annoyances for me has been the people that aren't taking a social responsibility to keep others safe. If you don't give a fuck, I'm okay with that.
Right.
But I give a fuck. And of course, my big thing is my kids. And my daughter's pregnant. So I haven't been able to see my granddaughter since this shit hit because I don't feel it's safe. So the only way I see my granddaughter is talk to her on FaceTime. And now since my daughter's pregnant, like shit that she would normally be doing.
The same one?
Yeah, the same one. I'm about to have a grandson.
she back
Oh, I
at-
thought you meant the
my
other
gosh,
one.
On my
back at it
birthday.
again.
You know that shit ain't possible.
I know, that's like,
And you want to be an
wow.
asshole
Some
too?
shit has changed.
I know you ain't seen me in a while. Okay.
I was
you
about
wanna
to
be
say
in
some shit
you
has
be in that
changed.
asshole category? No.
She getting more dick than you.
Right.
That shit ain't funny.
Funny now.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is.
funny at all.
Okay.
No, but it has been very annoying that I can't be a part of things I want to be a part of. And like even my socialization, like what I do, how I move, it's all fucked up. So that's been a big
So-
fucking annoyance.
I mean, I feel you. So this the annoying part. If when you take all these precautions, right? Taking the precautions are so in my opinion, and I thought you take precautions so you can at least try to live some type of bring some type of normalcy to yourself. Correct? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what's the point in taking precautions and still being hermit-like?
It just
If
depends.
that makes sense.
It depends. So for Sunshine, she's not hermit life. She's still socializing with the 8 people or 10 people.
Select people.
Select
Right.
people. But she's still socializing. So she's not hermit like. But so therefore her socializing with other people it runs the risk of her spreading it to her grandchild. Because just because you socialize with 8 people or 10 people doesn't mean you can't catch it. Sunshine can still catch it. So what she's doing, her precaution is she's not hanging around her
all.
grandchild so that she can't pass it down. Now, if Sunshine chooses to not social quarantine herself for 14 days, no, she don't have it.
And then I can go see my
Because they
granddaughter.
say 14 days. I really don't know, but
I don't even know if I believe
yeah,
that
but,
shit. But
if let's say quarantine yourself for 14 days mean you can tell that you don't have it and you maybe not asymptomatic, which we don't know what that means yet, then maybe she can go ahead and start hanging around her grandchild because she at least knows that she's not running the risk of passing it to her because
Exactly.
she hung out with the wrong person.
exactly.
Because you don't know that you have it. You can
And
be
then
walking
even
around
with the people
it.
I hang out with, I try to make sure they're people that move like I move. Meaning I know they're responsible humans. And quite frankly, meaning I know they got something fucking to lose. Like that's my big thing. Because of course, having an open event, anybody can show up. But having a controlled event, the people who are coming, I know who they are. So I know they're taking responsibility and caring for themselves and caring for their family and caring for others. Like they have some shit to lose. We talked about that too. So it's levels to this shit.
And the only way to really get around it is to get yourself tested on a regular basis.
And that's not even gonna fly.
it's
That
like
shit gonna run out at some point.
Exactly, it's like HIV. Just because you didn't have HIV last month, don't mean you don't
You
got
should
it now.
fuck raw. It
Yeah,
that
you
also
go and
doesn't
fuck
mean you
somebody
should fuck
raw.
So
You gonna get it. So now you either have to keep getting tested or they have to find a vaccination for it.
So I heard what the caller said, right? And I kind of like do my research and stuff because I look up stuff every day to see what the fuck is going on, right? To get tested, yeah, that's fine and dandy, but it's still a crapshoot whether or not the shit is on point or not.
You know my issue with the getting tested, and I haven't been tested. I haven't felt ill. I haven't been around anybody that I know of that has contracted it. My issue with being tested is that's only good up to that moment.
Exactly.
So if I decide I'm going to the fucking grocery store, I go to the office. If I'm going to, well, I go once a week, which that's about to change. If I'm going to the office, if I'm having people around me, I'm back. You're back at that same space before you ever fucking got tested. Even if you get a negative test, like you said, it's almost like you'd have to get tested all the fucking time to make sure you haven't contracted it, unless you stay in the house.
You been tested?
No.
You been tested?
No.
You been tested? Have you seen the test?
Yeah.
How the fuck am I see a test if I ain't been tested?
No, I'm saying.
I seen the people post it.
You
yeah.
see, you seen the test? Do you know what the test consists of?
What?
Taking that swab
And
and
pushing
pushing
it.
it
I ain't
all
pushing
the
nothing on
way
my
the
nose.
fuck.
That's the
back-
only reason why I
why
ain't
I
get
get
tested.
tested.
I'm waiting for it to go to work.
damn near to your brain.
No, give me some air, Dad. Just air. There we go.
They
That's the same reason
they
I ain't been
stick that
tested.
motherfucker damn near to your brain.
I'm a pass.
Right? That's A. That's why a lot of people are not
Can you
getting tested.
adjust this to your mouth?
A lot of people are not
Don't
getting
put your
tested.
mouth on it, COVID boy.
And then, and then on top of that, the accuracy of the test. This shit is a fucking crapshoot.
She just said all that shit is a crapshoot.
And
she said they know nothing. That's
and
a
on
strong
top of that,
statement.
and on top of that, those early numbers that they was pushing, that motherfucker was false because the first 500,000 test kits that came from the CDC was tainted.
Here's the thing
They
with
came
tests,
back
though.
later on and said, you know what? Them first 500,000 tests we did, we can't, you know what I mean? That shit no good because they were tainted.
But all that shit, it's too early and it was too new for any half the shit I read, I don't even believe is accurate.
Right.
Because you can't fucking possibly know, and it's something you've never dealt with before. You can't fucking know. You can't know the real numbers. Even the numbers they're reporting, you still don't know how they're being reported. You just don't fucking know.
Well,
What I do know is in Charles County, where I live at, the cases were very low. You know when the numbers went high? When they opened the fucking testing center. They opened the testing center down there, and now our fucking numbers are through the roof. Because you got fuckers that's sick coming down there to get fucking tested. You stopping at our gas stations, our stores. So it's like you're bringing it into other communities. That's the way I see it.
So they shouldn't come and get tested,
True,
right?
but you also talking about people who probably sat at home sick and never went in
So listen.
to get tested.
So
but there's those that died at home.
Yeah, and then
so let me not. I
You
mean,
can't get
because
rid of
I'm
them.
Drew
confused.
give me a pain in my neck, I think. I got this pain
I'm
in my fucking
confused.
neck.
I'm confused on some shit. So if I get corona, when the fuck do I become non? What is it when? No, when you can spread the shit. 'Cause like when you got a cold, like
We hate WHO or the CDC.
I give you a prime example.
We about to argue again.
A prime example is this right here, chicken pox. Chicken pox is a virus, right?
Yeah.
That a lot of times you get when you're young.
And when it's adult, it's shingles.
Right. But chicken pox is only communicatable before the spots come.
Mm-hmm.
By the time the spots come, when the spots start to come, you over the viral part. It's already exit. You can't even pass that shit on to nobody.
So what's your point?
My point is, at what point with this corona shit do you become non-communicatable?
No one knows. Who knows? What? That's a lie. That's a lie. Some people.
But how
got it
can
twice.
any of that shit, and that's what I just said, none of that shit can be factual because it hasn't been around fucking long enough
Exactly.
to fucking test it. Just like, of course, when my biggest concern was since my daughter's pregnant, when this shit started. And I'm like, stay in the house, don't go nowhere, like stay in the house. This was my advice to her. But of course, even the research they've done on that, they still don't fucking know. Because how many, you ever had time to put the research in? I mean, we ain't even got a cure for shit that's been killing people for years. How the fuck we gonna have a cure for something that's taking out the whole fucking world at the same fucking time? It makes no sense. Can you cure the common cold?
No,
And you can't cure corona.
Okay then.
you can't.
So all
But you can prevent
all of this. So for the rest of your life.
But you can prevent it.
So for the rest of your life, do your 6 feet, wear your mask, social distance.
If that's
whatever
what the fuck
fuck
we gotta do, that's what we gotta do.
But you also have to remember that this is not the first time the world has come into a pandemic.
Of course.
Ebola, all that other shit. That shit
Bird
came
flu, all
in,
They didn't shut the world down. They did not shut the world down.
but we weren't flying.
Why
And that
wasn't
shit
it?
wasn't
They
spreading
just
as
had a
fast as
fucking
it spread.
Ebola outbreak in 2017.
Yeah, but we weren't. How to put it like this? Ebola is not new. Outbreaks is not the same as a new pandemic.
Yeah, and it's
So
only a
they,
it's only a
Ebola, they were
pandemic
probably
because
ready
it's new.
for it. Ebola was not new. They were ready for it.
Well, how they ready for it?
It's something that they
70%, over 70% of the motherfuckers who get Ebola die.
exactly.
That shit
So
is
they
way
know how
more.
to. They know how to deal with the spread. They probably knew that better. When Corona came, when they said Corona is over in this country, if they said Corona was in that country, shut every goddamn thing down, shut all airports, stop motherfuckers from coming. If they did it then, it may have mitigated the risk of everyone catching it here. We don't know, but there has been pandemics throughout the you not even
Throughout
gonna say
time.
throughout time. There's been pandemics. Pandemics come, it wipe out shit, and then you start over.
Yeah.
But do the original disease from the pandemic go away?
Probably not, but it gets contained.
I mean, what's contained? So how?
So you
is-
saying there's no containment?
No, what I'm saying is this
Contained
right here.
to the point that sometimes they come up with a vaccination.
So what
Do
I'm
you know
saying-
how many-
What I'm saying
Go
is
ahead.
this right here. They just had an Ebola outbreak in 2017.
Outbreak in Virginia.
Ebola kills over 70% of the motherfucker who get it.
I don't get the fucking comparison of comparing the fucking coronavirus to all the past shit that was going around. All that shit is different. It's all different. I guess statistically it was still a pandemic that was going around, but the shit is still different. Since I've been fucking born and I'm an old motherfucker, nothing affected my life like this. So although all the other things people like to name was going on, it didn't affect my fucking life. This has affected my life. So it's different to me because it has affected me differently. So I get it. I get all that bullshit. But this still has affected our area, our fucking families, our friends, every fucking thing we do. So to me, it's different. I can't compare the bird flu or Ebola or whatever the fuck. All that shit, the mosquito shit, that shit ain't affect me. It didn't. It didn't affect me. And bitch fly all over the country. Shit ain't affect me. Never been worried about
But
it.
we're also talking about a virus. Not all viruses are the same.
They're not.
They're completely different. It's kind of like when HIV started. HIV started as a gay man's disease. Then it became, oh, anybody can get it. They're trying to figure it out. And unfortunately,
takes time.
this virus is very serious because it spread so
fast.
fast.
And then they didn't even know the fuck it was spreading. They weren't even sure how you were fucking catching it.
Yeah.
I mean, Lord have mercy, I need more hand sanitizer. If anybody got some Purell, if you could hit me up and send me extra Purell. Drew was making it, but he don't make it no more.
And
so
you
I don't
using
have it.
Purell?
I'm fucking using what I've had pre-pandemic.
Right.
I've had this
You-
since before
you using the
before the
brand.
fucking pandemic.
You using the brand that the federal government and the
Fuck the
CDC
federal government.
said stop
I've
stop
always
what you
fucking
putting.
had this.
Stop what you putting.
This is the number
Then you
one
should.
brand in
Then you
hospitals.
should be concerned about
I don't
catching
even
corona.
watch the-
You using Purell.
First of all,
You should be concerned.
I don't even watch the motherfucking news because I have niggas like Drew to keep me informed.
I like that
on the
nigga.
good shit and the bad shit.
And that's the
And
bad
what
shit.
I know, and what we all do,
Let me see
because
this
we
button.
all know we can believe everything a motherfucker write on Facebook. If Drew is not informing me, I read it on Facebook.
I tell you what, if you get a new motherfucking bottle, you know what you ain't gonna see on it?
Corona.
Nah. You are not gonna see right here where it says kills more than 99.99% of
But
germs.
why you gotta put your
ain't
cruddy
gonna see-
Corona hands on my motherfucking Purell? This studio shit right there, use that shit.
Here you go. I sanitized it.
I can't believe we repeating 2 fucking weeks ago. I
Trump.
can't believe it.
Trump, let me see
Who
that
topic was
motherfucking
this?
Lysol so I can
So actually,
sterilize.
no bullshit. If you read the Lysol bottle, now this was after the shit hit
Look.
for my office. Doesn't it have Corona on there?
Yeah, it do.
It
But this is
motherfucker had,
new.
I don't know if that one does.
This is
the
new.
one I have actually had Corona listed is one of the fucking things that
This
it
is on
killed.
all of them.
So-
And I
Corona-
said,
what
but
the
it
fuck
was,
is
it's
Corona
a
then? 'Cause
It's a
it's-
different strain though.
Oh.
But it had that shit on there. That was wild to me. Do you see it?
Bet you they yanked
I ain't
that
got my
shit
glasses
off.
on, so I wouldn't be able to read it. But yeah,
All right, so
but
I
shit's-
found a story on online. It says, "I miss life's little annoyances we took for granted. I can't wait until I am stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic jams
Oh
again.
my gosh, I don't miss that shit at all.
I'm in a crowded restaurant wondering if the waiter has forgotten about us. I don't miss that. I'm in a never-ending line outside of the restaurant, inside of a packed stadium of my local NFL team. I didn't go to games. I'll just read 2 more. I'm in a movie theater with the person behind me loudly chomping on popcorn.
Oh my gosh, that would be me. I'm behind you.
I'm wedged sideways into a subway car so tight I don't have to worry about holding on to anything.
Okay, so they bumper to bumper people.
Yeah. So they said those are little annoyances that they miss because of Corona.
I don't miss none of that shit. Did you? Is it on there? I told you it's on the fuck. Now that's
It been on there.
no right. It's been on there pre-pandemic. So again, there were strains of this virus that were out. It wasn't a strain that was this fucking powerful. That's the difference. That's the difference for me between when you talk about all these other viruses that have affected the world. This one's very fucking strong, and it's hitting hard, and it's hitting fast. That's the difference to me. That's why I stay my motherfucking ass home. Now, mind you, I've been seeing people as of late that now shit has been, that shit has been changing. But I was not seeing people when this shit first hit at all. I was home by my motherfucking self, me and my child.
So, what you call those stories when I forgot what you call it, but what is your hypothesis or whatever? What you call the paranoia stories when people paranoid about things?
Conspiracy theories.
Okay, what is your conspiracy theory? How did you think it started?
Well, my conspiracy theory is definitely, I think it's here on purpose, and I'm already into conspiracy theories, and I do think it was a way to cut down on the effects of the healthcare system. And it was an easy way to get rid of the older population, because the older population is costing a lot of money to the nation and taking care of. That's my conspiracy theory. I think it's a good way the healthcare system's fucked up. It's always been fucked up. So it's basically, I don't mean to sound cliche, because it's not like I don't have older people in my life, but it's like get rid of the weak and make room for the strong. That's my conspiracy theory. What's yours, Drew?
I don't know.
He ain't never got no opinion. Now all of a sudden he ain't got no opinion.
I mean, shit. I don't know.
You had conspiracy fucking theories last week. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Adult Conversation Radio Show. I'm Sunshine.
You Sunshine?
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, okay. Slim.
I can't. I just can't.
I mean, sometimes. So I'm learning a lot of shit during this whole pandemic shit. Sometimes it's just good to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I seen a whole commercial one time, and the motherfucker was saying, if you get locked up, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. They said if they ask you your name, shut the fuck up. How do you not go to jail? You shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And that's when sometimes I gotta choose to do that. Sometimes I have to.
Okay. So what's your conspiracy theory, Candy?
Trump did it. He knew he wasn't gonna be reelected, so he trying to take out.
He do most shit, right? Yeah.
So he trying to make sure we can't make it to the polls and stuff. We had to mail in the ballots so that he can alter them.
I can't even watch that clown show right now. I can't even deal with it. So, do you want to do your useless facts, Drew?
Oh man, I ain't even got
It's
none.
only 6:13.
I ain't even got none.
What?
But I do want to say this. What was
I mean,
it wanted to say?
we still should name our actual annoyances, because we didn't even fucking do that. Well, I mean, so, this needed to happen. We needed to catch up. So
Right.
That's cool.
So fuck it. We can probably table that shit to some other time for the second wave.
No, we got time.
I'm just
Second
saying.
wave.
So, but I do want to say this.
Second wave of the pandemic.
Man, you done made me
Damn.
forget.
You want to say
something.
this?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to say this.
I want to say you need a new mask, because that one looked like it's turning into Santa Claus.
But what was?
She got fuzz
Yeah,
on
that
it.
shit got fuzz. That's why I turned
I
it
got
inside
some
out.
in the car. if you
Got all
wanna
the
know.
corona follicles on it.
So nah, for real. This is what I want. This is really what I did want to say for real. Is this right here? People are so emotional that if you rile their emotion, they'll disregard all fact.
I
You hear me?
I understand that.
So, and I say that because you said something, and I listened to several people. One person I went and actually listened to, because I kept seeing posts on Facebook about this person being a coon, a Trump supporter, all this kind of shit. So I actually went and went into Google and pulled up some of this person's speeches and shit, and then it really dawned on me how people let their emotions dictate what's real.
Yeah.
Because not once did this person say they were a Trump supporter. Never. Right? Now, what was said was, some of the views I have may align with Republican values, but who don't? I like to go to work every day. I like, Republicans say take your black ass to work. I like to go to work. Democrats say, hey, if you can't work, fuck it, we'll take care of you. We got all these programs. I'm just saying. But until we learn how to get out of our motherfucking feelings and really look at some factual shit, you did what I'm saying? We're going to always be manipulated and we're going to always be fucked up. Because, like, my personal opinion on this is this shit is a test case for something. And we're being manipulated to see how fast we can be manipulated into doing whatever the fuck they tell us to do when they tell us to do it. Right? And I said it last show, that's why I'm proud of the youngest. Youngest, man, fuck y'all. We ain't stay in the house for what? Corona? And then I heard what you said, all y'all, the concern about not just you, but what about your people? But when you are dealing with people who don't have hope, when you're dealing with a hopeless people, they have nothing to lose. They have everything to gain, but nothing to lose. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, that's where I'm at with the whole pandemic shit. Fuck them.
What's your? Did you said it? Okay.
Yeah, she said it.
Well, one thing, and I don't know why when you were speaking, and again, don't get me wrong, like I'm gonna argue with you on what I don't believe I want you to believe. But I do respect your opinion, whatever that may be.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean I agree with you. And I will fucking argue you down because I want you to be safe, because I care about you as a human. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason I argue with you. Other than that, if I ain't give a fuck I'm argue with you about it for. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Die, bitch.
Die. If you die, you die. Like, but I care.
One less person I have to take
exactly.
Right.
But the reason I argue with you is because I just want to see you safe, especially since I know where you're at. But of course, I've been going live once a week, as you know. And I don't even think I mentioned
I just don't comment.
You should at least like it.
Nah,
it's good stuff. Anywho, hater. The funny thing is, one night I'm live doing what I do, and this white man comes on the feed, and he was like niggas, and he's like, all you niggas should die from COVID, on my live feed. So I didn't even see it because the feed moves fast, and I'm literally like dancing on the pole, whatever the hell I was doing for the Lord.
Hold on. Hey, producer, can we say niggas on air? So listen,
as much as he changed the name of the dumbass award he got.
I got one more question.
So
I got one more question. Producer, can we say cracker?
This is free speech.
No, he's a cracker though. So you can say
but
cracker.
You know what? It was crazy because
not the good white people though.
Luckily, I didn't see it as it happened. But my friends on my feed, they was on it. Like they was going in on them. And then I'm like, why is everybody mad? So I had to go back to see what exactly had been said. So it wasn't hurtful because I didn't know the motherfucker. And I will see him again. I have screenshots of him and his wife and shit all on my phone. I will see him again because he's up top, and I go up top a lot. But the thing that was funny about it is what in your mind would make you say something so fucking hateful to somebody you don't even know? You don't even know me. And why are you friends with me? Why are you watching what I'm fucking doing to say something so hateful? So I do think that when you're talking about, I think the mental challenge that people are dealing with, and that's like why I asked our caller, how is she dealing with what she's seeing? And the suicides that you talk about, like I don't think, as much as you hear, there's a lot of commercials about how to deal with pandemic life and how to deal with quarantine and shit. Mm-hmm. But I don't always think people are reaching out to those that they need to. Like I know somebody committed. I have a friend who a family member committed suicide. It was a young person. So it's really, I can't look at it as about our young people going out in the community and being defiant and all that shit. Because people are at such a hateful space right now. Yeah. Even the police.
So today we had to send in our responses on how COVID has inherent risk for COVID at our job. And one of my responses was that our employees are at risk of suicide or hurting themselves. At least when we were in the office, I can maybe gauge how you're doing, your work-life balance, making sure everything is good, making sure you're not overworked. But now I have 30 people. It's hard for me to interact with all 30 people on a daily basis like I
Right.
could when I was in the office. So I said, we run that risk of people who, especially people, I have employees that have nobody, that have no family, that stays at home all by themselves all day long and just work. And then have their life. So it is harder. It is harder when you can't socialize. It's harder when you can't do things. So we had to think of ways to mitigate that risk of our employees. That's what I had to put something to mitigate it for them, committing suicide or hurting themselves.
Right.
And you know what? So yeah, that's real. That's real what you're saying, because everything flipped overnight. Everything
Hit us
flipped
hard and hit us fast.
Everything flipped overnight, and stuff that people were used to doing to stay sane, they can't do now. I can't.
The
can't
gym
go
was
to the
huge
gym.
for me. That was huge for
And
me.
that you'll be surprised. The
huge.
gym is huge for a lot of people. But I'm gonna go back and the guy that was on your live feed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And said all you niggas need to die from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
What you have to understand, what was that, this week? That was this.
It was probably a month and a half ago now.
Probably a month and a half.
I mean,
ago?
of course, I blocked him and all that shit.
Okay.
You know.
So one of the things that you have to understand about
Hate.
America, so watch this. Everything that was to him is now threatened. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And so, even if you box me in, I'm gonna fight. If I feel threatened, I'm gonna fight. But if you didn't leave me be, don't say no whole lot to me, then I'm gonna leave you the fuck alone. So you gotta understand, like right now, the climate in this country, everything is up in the air.
Right.
Shit is so volatile right now. You know what I mean? Because life 3 months ago is over.
But the thing that I understand exactly what you're saying, and I think the only reason that I brought that up is because one of the things I've been doing, especially with the people who have been hitting me up, and they're mad about many different things. They're mad about all the shit going on. And then people are so low because of what's going on with the pandemic. So, of course, as usual, my shiny shit, I'm always trying to show people another way. Mm-hmm. And I've actually been much more patient and much more kind, even with fucking assholes like that. Because I'm trying to be mindful that everybody's going through something. So that's always the movement and the piece that I want to put out for people to, I just think it would be so much better if we lift each other up and look at the positive that's come out of this versus the negative. Because I think I shared it, I put it on last show. I made my list of good things that have happened during the pandemic, like learning how to braid my own hair and do my own nails, and making sure my granddaughter knew who I was on FaceTime. There are positives of this, and I think most people learn some shit about themselves. And Lord, if you're in a relationship, you learn some shit about your significant other. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you just always fuck around in the mud and always look at the fucked up side, you're going to stay on the fucked up side. And every time something happens, you're going to get madder and madder and madder. But it's got to be something fucking good. You ain't get it. That's a good thing. I like to look at I ain't get the shit. Thank you. Knock on something.
I already had it.
Sanitize. Look.
You probably got it now.
Probably got it now.
No, I do. I really honestly do think I had it when I got off the cruise ship in November. No bullshit. I was sick as a dog. I ain't been that sick.
That's how I got it.
I literally walked down the plank. We went to the hotel and I went to the
she got
urgent
in the bed
care.
and was there.
2 days I slept. Upper respiratory infection, laryngitis. I was fucked up.
That's the funny part.
Have I ever done that before?
Nah, she
never.
never done that.
I be rolling.
She done been sick, but she ain't never done
Not
that.
that sick.
Like
I was sick.
I left the hotel twice.
Yeah, left me. I'm literally
But
in
I
the
only went
bed,
to
knocked the
go
fuck
get
out.
something to eat.
I was done.
Get some medicine. I think I went over to the store to get you something. And
I was done.
on the couch the whole time you was in the bed. I was on the couch.
I've never been that. Even the last 2 days of the trip, I was fucked
And
up.
it could have been a strand that ain't.
Wasn't just as bad. I
Yeah.
mean, I went to I literally and we walking down off the ship. He like, you going to urgent care? I'm like, yeah.
And we already know cruise ships are a petri dish of
Yes.
what the fuck.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck you gonna get when you get off a cruise ship.
Is that
Especially
why-
when
is
you're
that
doing a
why my-
clothing optional swingers cruise.
Is that why my motherfucking stock's been fucked up?
You know what? This ninja. So are you doing your useless
I'm gonna
facts?
kill myself.
Because
No.
I want Candy to do her questions.
No, go ahead. Do your question.
Are you doing if you want to do them, we got time.
Go
Because
ahead.
my shit showed.
Go
We ain't
ahead.
got a lot. But look, we got a whole list of upcoming events. Psych.
Nah, going on. Going on. Hey, DJ, rock that shit.
Can you give
It's
me
time for Can You Answer Candy's Questions? All that we ask is that your answer is honest and real. And if you have a question you want Candy to ask live, email it to candy@adultconversation.com.
Okay, these are the questions I act on Facebook, probably within the last 2 weeks. I ain't going to act to the last 3 months. Sunshine, how long do you prefer to have sex?
35 minutes. That's good.
Drew?
Man, listen. You get you 7 good motherfucking minutes or 9 good strokes.
I can't. Candy,
And
how
I'm
about
good.
you?
I don't know. Good 15 minutes is good for me.
15?
Once I come, I don't want to have sex no more.
Well, is that the whole thing or?
Huh? The
whole-
dick part. The dick part.
Oh, just the actual
Just the dick
penetration part?
The rest of
Okay.
it can go longer, but the dick part.
Oh, well, yeah, I meant
you
35
can eat
minutes
me for
as
the
a
good
whole.
30 minutes if you want.
I'm not allowing anyone to eat my pussy right now, so
Look at my face.
I don't
though.
have that problem.
Look at my face.
What? You can eat me for 30 minutes and then dick me down for 15. We good.
Yeah.
All right, Drew.
Yeah, go ahead.
What slogan do you remember growing up?
Fat meat ain't greasy, motherfucker. Yeah, fat meat ain't greasy. Pertaining to that, when my grandmother said, "Oh, you don't believe fat meat ain't greasy," that's when you knew you was about to get fucked up.
God damn.
Let me see. Probably I brought you in this world and I'll take you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candy.
Be kind and rewind.
What the fuck is that?
Is that from a rap song?
That's from Blockbuster. You had tapes.
Ain't that this motherfucker
And I
pulled out
literally was
block?
thinking the Kool-Aid Man, and I said, well, wait. She said slow. Yeah, I get it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and if it was
I
a
was thinking
family,
about the
my
Kool-Aid Man.
mother would hit me with the "you air conditioning the whole damn neighborhood. Shut that door."
I remember go pick your own switch, too. Ain't that a bitch?
All right, Sunshine. You have kids and grandkids, so you can answer it, but whatever. What's a characteristic trait you hope you never pass down to your kids?
Being a swinger. With my motherfucking blood. Yep.
Okay, Drew. If you plan to have kids or have kids one day,
What? What was the question?
nigga.
Because you said if you pass down the kids,
What's a characteristic trait you hope you'd never pass down to your kids?
Being an asshole.
Yeah, being an asshole.
Being an
Fuck
asshole.
it.
I'll answer for 'em.
Nah, I want them to have that trait. They need that shit.
Assholes are good things.
God damn it, they need that shit,
I
man.
know a whole bunch of fucking assholes. Drew's one of them.
Yeah, somebody didn't the girl.
I think I'm attracted to assholes.
To Drew's asshole.
Yeah, she's gonna take his temperature with a big old thermometer anally.
Okay.
What about you, Candy?
Being nonchalant and uncaring. All right, Drew. Do you have trouble coming up? This is just a business question I asked on Facebook. Do you have trouble coming up with appropriate price to charge people for your services or anything?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I do. Because like I don't be wanting to charge people like an arm and a leg for shit. But at the same time, I don't want to beat me. You know what I mean? So it's a struggle sometimes coming up with the right.
Oh, this motherfucker dying.
What are you lying? What are you laughing at?
Because I thought you was gonna take it to my dick or something. I was waiting for like when
Nah.
bitches want this dick.
Nah. That's standard. That's $43. $43 for 6 strokes.
Oh, you didn't went to 6, not even 7.
They can't get 7. That's extra.
All right.
Sunshine?
Sunshine, do you have trouble coming up with how much to charge people for services? Or
Yes, very much so. Especially since the pandemic hit. Because I decided to focus on my other business. So I have actually charged people to speak with me on the phone, and it was very difficult to determine what my price range is.
Oh shit, fans only.
It's
No, I
only
didn't say
fans.
that.
It's called
No, it's
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a personal conversation.
You should start an OnlyFans page.
Nah, I can't do it. It's just
It's
not.
too much your face
It's
on
not me. Yeah. What about you, Candy?
Yeah, that's why I asked that question. It's hard. Like, I do bookkeeping for people, but they don't want to pay the full price. They don't want to pay what you're supposed to pay. They want that black person discount. Yeah, I'm black.
We're gonna do a show on that.
What
We
the fuck?
should do
Why
a
should
show
I give
on
you a
that.
discount? You would go to the white guy and pay three
Full price.
times
Yeah.
more than what you paying me, but won't pay me what I'm like. Literally had conversations with people to do their books and stuff like that, and I shit you not, this dude wanted me to clean up his financial books for the past 2 years and only wanted to pay me $100. Bitch. So
But that's because everybody act like they always are due a break or like do something extra.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of like when I do my private thing. Like, I don't even charge that much. I just want to cover the food. But people still don't want to fucking pay. And I'm like, so what I'm going to do, what I do now is that's fine, just don't eat. Because you didn't put in on the food. So I guess don't fucking eat. So I get it. That's a good question. Did you write that down for another topic?
Homie discount.
Okay.
All right, Sunshine. When someone plays hard to get, is it a turn off?
Huh? Hard to get?
Mm-hmm.
Hard to get. No, I don't. No, not. Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't really experience that much, but I don't like pursue. I'm not a pursuer. I'm more of a responder, if that makes sense. What about you, Drew?
I don't give a fuck one way or the other, cause I ain't gonna pursue a motherfucker. I'll tell you one time, hey, you want fuck?
That is pursuing, you know. I don't
Well,
pursue.
I'm saying is, hey, one time, you want fuck? You say nah, all right, cool.
You going about your business.
I go on about my motherfucking business. Fuck you. Your laws.
What about you, Candy?
If you played hard to get, then I'm not going to try. My nonchalant attitude be like, all right, whatever, nigga.
Your loss.
Yeah, it'd be
Sorry,
funny.
boo boo kitty.
It'd be funny though, cause them play hard to get motherfuckers be right back in your motherfucking face, right?
Right after they've been dogged out by 10 people.
Oh yeah, they get dogged out by somebody else, then they in your face. So you know what I mean? Yeah,
I don't like when people be mad at you, but then you know they watching your shit and they think you don't know that they watch.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. What else you got?
That was like 6 questions.
Oh, okay. That was good.
I don't know, but
That
it
was
fun.
good.
I
Damn,
felt
we
like
roll
it.
right on through. We ain't take
I mean, well, because I really like to catch up. Like, if y'all want to take like a 2-minute break for a 2-minute song, it's up to y'all. I mean, I gotta go to the potty, but I can keep
man,
rolling.
the way my knees set up, I need to stress them motherfucker. But I guess
All right, well, you know
could-
we have to end at 6.
And you know
we
we
have
got-
to end at 6:50.
Yeah,
as
we
long
got
as you know that.
minutes early.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh.
But we still need to give him time to move it over. So 6:55, we're done.
Yeah.
So you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
We
Hey,
gonna
guys,
be right back
we'll
after
be right
this
back.
quick commercial break.
So sweet, you give me cavities. Sweet. I don't know why you do this to me.
Sugar Crush.
I can't help the fact that you're so sweet.
Divine.
And now I have a taste for your cherries. You're my candy crush.
Tasty.
You're my candy crush. You're my candy crush. You're my candy crush. Can't stop crushing till I make you pop. And you're so addictive, I cannot stop. We've been at it for hours, it eats up my time. And it just excites me to know that you're mine. You're my candy crush. You're my candy crush. Ooh, can I crush it? My candy crush. I can't believe how good you taste to me. You're so good. You're so good. You're so good. I know I keep on coming back just to know if I can eat the pack. And when you do it, girl, you make it so hard. I have to take you to my favorite spot. Ooh, you know I eat it. You're the sweetest piece of candy to me. I want that lemon. Ooh, girl, I just wanna crush it. You're the one I'm loving, and nothing else can cut it. Ooh, girl, you're the sweetest thing that I have ever tasted. You're full of so much flavor. Can't stop crushing till I make you pop. And you're so addictive, I cannot stop. We've been at it for hours, it eats up my time. And it just excites me to know that you're mine. Ooh, I wanna taste ya, can't wait to eat it. Something sweet on my tongue, got to have you every day. Oh my, oh my. Just one look at you, my sugar starts to rise. Let me crack you open like a pinata. Let your sweetness fall on out. Can't wait to taste your starburst. Can't wait another hour. So sweet to me. So sweet to me. So sweet. Girl, your body is so amazing. The way you walk across that floor just drives me crazy. You're 23, and your makeup. When you're walking down the street, I know you got haters. The feeling that I get, I can't explain it. When you walk away, it's like that ass is famous. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk away. Walk away, just walk away. Walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Excuse me if I'm staring, but you won't believe what my mind is preparing. I'm anticipating the way you all got me so discombobulated. The feeling that I get, I can't explain it. When you walk away, it's like that ass is famous. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk away. Walk away, just walk away. Walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. There's nothing like a woman who is full of so much swag. They get the attitude, they walk around, they know that they are that. Just nothing on them waving that you got me in a trance. I love the way they walk on by so I can get a glance. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away, just walk away. Walk away, just walk away. Walk away. Hate to see you leave, but I love it when you walk away. When you walk away.
to show you what's up. Pull up. So baby, just pull up. Just pull up. Just pull up. Pull up. Climbing on top of me. Feeling on my body. You know that drives me crazy. Exploring all my fantasies. Love the way you loving me. Don't stop, baby, just go deep. Keep going. You can leave them hickeys, you know. Only ones that you can see. Yeah. Don't you know we'll be all night? Know that I have been stressing, but you can make me feel alright. All that shit you've been talking. Pull up. I've been waiting all week for your love. Pull up. You're my favorite judge. Pull up. Can't wait to show you what's up. Pull up. So baby, just pull up. Just pull up. Just pull up. Pull up.
I hear you talking like a big girl. Can you take it like a big girl? I mean, my ego kinda big, girl. Can you take that type of risk, girl? I've been known to flip a few worlds upside down, especially when I flip you upside down. How you think about having one child now? How you stuck in the same position for a half an hour, talking shit like I hate you, but we both know that means you loved it and you just can't wait for take two. Need a sec, baby, take two. Honestly, I need a break too. Have a glass of this cognac, might as well light up the J2. Uh-oh, you in trouble. Guess who just got the second win? First round, I dominated. Now I'm about to come get the second win. Fight it all you want, girl, but I guarantee you tap out. I'll pull up anytime you want me to come through and blow your back out.
Pull up. I've been waiting all week for your love. Pull up. You're my favorite judge. Pull up. Can't wait to show you what's up. Pull up. So baby, just pull up. Just pull up. Just pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Welcome back to Adult Conversation, Candy.
I'm Candy.
I'm Sunshine.
Woo! Woo! Oh.
What you put in your butt?
No.
Some Cresco.
Some Cresco
breath spray.
breath-
I said that
Woo.
shit kill corona.
Where you get that from?
This CVS.
I need that.
CVS.
That is wonderful.
You should have a woman spray it in her mouth and then suck your dick.
I know. That's
Yeah,
why I
that's
need
why
it.
you
See,
like
you,
it.
you done told them.
Nasty motherfucker.
So you know you on your live. Any of you ladies.
Oh, you
that
know
like
I'm
the
na-
dog
The
shit,
I'm
spray gonna
nasty.
last longer than the dick.
That's cool.
This one lasts like your mouth be good.
That's
Like,
cool.
yeah.
And Candy, you a hater, but I ain't saying nothing. Just be hating on me like shit. You know what I mean? You done seen me at 30 seconds and you done seen me at 30 minutes.
I did not ever see your 30 minutes. It's always 30 seconds.
Nah, you just lie. You a lying to two
And actually, one time
but then
it was
again,
a good 10 seconds.
but then yeah.
You didn't even get 7 strokes. You got
It
0.7
was like stroke.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's like
soon as you hit the door, it
dick
said.
lamp, dick lamp.
Soon as you hit the door, I heard your mouth. Your mouth.
Oh, I wish I could say what I said.
Don't do it.
I wish I could say what I
We gotta keep
said.
some shit private. We gotta keep some shit private.
Oh.
Oh man.
Hey man.
And I can point out 2 times when your dick did not do what it
Perform.
was performed.
I know one time. What the?
The hotel room.
Okay.
That's because we walked in though.
Yep. And then and
we walked in and stopped bitching.
TPA.
True. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
True shit.
true shit.
True shit. True shit.
How,
That's the
how
time.
about I knew exactly what 2 times you were talking about?
Now, I
We
know
do
about-
know when your dick is
I
broke.
knew about them 2 times. I knew about them 2 times.
We are your business fucking partners. We
Yeah,
know
yeah.
when you got a noodle.
I was like, oh, limp dick motherfucker.
Especially since he talk big shit. That's good.
That's all right.
that good.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, that's
But
funny
that's why.
shit.
That's why I just started telling the truth. Bitch, it ain't no telling what you gonna get.
Oh, you got that corona dick.
Yeah. Nah, that Rona dick surge. You heard I
I
told
don't even
Trump.
want to think
I
about that
believe
shit.
That Rona dick
I don't even
surge.
think about that shit.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Lord.
What the fuck, man?
shit.
Y'all know what's happening, man.
Yeah.
Is it my favorite time of the show? Y'all know. Sunshine certification.
It's your favorite part of the night, listeners. Sunshine's certification. Listen as Sunshine certifies businesses and events. Also, if you want your business or event
wrong with
certified,
Drew? He couldn't
email
get it out.
sunshine at adultconversation.com.
Oh, that would be nice if somebody emailed me at sunshine@adultconversation.com. I don't think I ever got an email except from Candy. So, telling me to do something. So, in my adventure to Jersey Shore this weekend to hang out at Gunnison, the new beach, we were fucking starving. And I didn't pack any sandwiches for us to take. And, of course, the food thing was closed at the beach because shit's still closed. So I literally had the paraphernalia that I wasn't supposed to have in water. And I had some potato chips. That's it. So the people who went with me were starving. And shout out to them because I swear they went through a lot of shit with me this weekend, which was hilarious. So anyway, we left there. Everybody's quiet in the car. We just trying to find food. Everybody was famished. So I rolled down. And what do you know that I find on the side of the road, on the other side of the road, in Jersey, they got those walls, so you can't make a left. You got to, like, figure out how to get to the other side. So we driving, and I'm like, listen, I'm driving. Y'all tell me what you see. And we see a food truck. That motherfucker was called Hog Heaven. Y'all know I'm all about the swine. I like my pork. Shit. So
right.
we found this food truck, and it was Hog Heaven Barbecue. I was nervous, like, because, you know, we in Jersey. So when I pulled over, I'm like, is it safe? Can we walk over there? Can we get out? Blah, blah, blah. So on the menu, they had a Hog Heaven. It was called a Hog Attack. And I got excited just at the name. So it was a bacon cheeseburger topped with pulled pork on Texas toast. $12. Best fucking sandwich I've had in a really long time. And then it was funny because it was about a 32-minute ride from the food truck to the hotel, and everybody's starving. Fucking car smelling like straight barbecue. And I'm looking at the passenger like, we can eat the fries right now. We're going to wait till we get to the hotel. I'm like, what? Starving. Good sandwich. I was so excited. I even took a picture in front of the truck. No bullshit. Hog Heaven. So, yes, I found out they're in different states. I couldn't get a lot of information. It looks like they started in 2013. Best fucking barbecue, and I'm into the barbecue. Yeah, good shit. Oh, man, I wish I still had that sandwich right now. So check that out if you're in Jersey and you go to the beach. Fuck everything you pass. Keep driving and find the Hog Heaven barbecue truck and get you that Hog Attack. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'm
and
with
for
the
all
swine.
you assalamu alaikums, that's not for you.
I don't give a fuck. It was good for me.
No,
Everybody,
no, I'm saying because I got, you know.
everybody in the vehicle ate pork. It was a good weekend.
You is lying.
Everybody ate pork.
And then they probably
Everybody
ate something
pork.
else afterwards.
I know niggas that don't eat pork. I tell you, shit that motherfucking pork chop all
Sidebar,
over.
I'm not allowing my vagina to be eaten. I'm on a sabbatical from letting anyone eat my pussy.
So you
Rona, nigga.
Are
I'm not even playing.
you
Rona,
just getting
nigga.
hit from the back?
Yeah. The reason, though, is because, and hopefully somebody hears this that needs to, I'm so fucking tired of random people asking to eat my pussy. So I decided I don't want pussy no more.
Oh, I thought you was doing it because
Do they ask you to eat your ass?
They want to eat everything.
You don't let them eat your ass?
You don't let them
Nah,
eat your ass?
I just, it's a turn off now because literally, oh, you should come to New Orleans. You should come to Florida. You should come here.
I would love to eat your
and
ass.
I just want to lick your pussy. And I'm like, that's okay. I be like, I'm good, thank you.
And you know what? It's ironic that you say that, man, because dudes seem to think that is
A pickup line, and it's not.
Yeah, it really ain't.
Do you know how many people I can get to eat my pussy?
But not only that, if you offer to eat my pussy, how many pussies do you eat in a random week? That's COVID tongue.
Better have your Listerine, motherfucker.
Oh, dental gum. What do you call it? Diddle dam?
Diddle dam.
I'm just so turned off
Or
from
some
oral
Saran
right
wrap.
now.
Hey.
I don't want it. I don't want to eat my pussy.
Husband, I want it. I do.
That's fine.
I will take it.
Yeah, I don't-
I'll take all the pussy that eating that was supposed to go to Sunshine. Just give it to me.
That's fine.
Husband,
You can have
not
it.
the rest of y'all nasty ass perverts. And anybody
that's
who
not gonna
inboxes
work.
me, I'm gonna inbox you back with Drew's dick.
So what? So
You
what?
ain't even got
What
it. You ain't
Candy
got
just
no-
said in
Yeah,
our
I
last
do.
4 minutes
From
is that
where?
they still.
Hey, man, we ain't never been in the same chat. So I
I
done
am
dropped
not
dick pics
allowing
in.
oral, but
Okay.
Candy is taking my target. So
See,
if you
her
want
ass
this
be in the
pussy,
motherfucking
hit Candy
creases
out.
all over the place.
Sorry,
Don't
go
tell me.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I told him what to do. I told him I'm not allowing
Oh no, we're not. Don't
orgasmic
listen to
pleasure
that.
from
Don't do that.
oral
No.
right now because I'm turned off.
Send them to Drew.
But you got
They
it.
can go to Drew. He likes
Send what to
orgasmic.
Drew?
Orgasmic pleasure.
What the fuck? Nah. Anything you say, send it to Drew. Don't do that shit.
Oral orgasmic
Oral
pleasure. All
orgasmic
oral
Nah,
You don't like
orgasmic
oral?
pleasure should be sent to Candy and Drew.
Listen.
No,
I'm not a participant in this conversation. That's between y'all two. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, so don't include me in that shit.
Give it to the producer.
Y'all motherfuckers be setting up. But if any of you ladies like to suck dick,
I don't know if you're willing to eat somebody's random pussy right now. You got corona.
Well, my pussy's not really random.
I mean, if they never ate your pussy before and they asking you, they got corona. They got it already.
I'm declining, so.
and then on top of that,
Just hit it from the
man,
back and keep going.
Nah, I can't. I'm not even really. No, Corona done definitely fucked up my game.
For real?
Oh fuck yeah!
So
I'm
but now
like,
you have. Never mind. Sidebar. Never
hey,
mind.
what was the point?
I'm only fucking one person currently.
I was getting ready to ask you that,
Yeah,
but I ain't want to
I'm
bring
fucking
it up.
one
I said
person.
you must
What
have
Dick
one
pills.
one
What was
one
the name of the dick pill?
I'm fucking one dick.
Anybody? What's the name of the dick pills that Long Dong Silver was?
Are you talking about Johnny
promoting?
Depp?
Oh, yeah, that's his name. Well,
Listen, first of all, I'm doing promo for him. Don't fuck that up.
no,
What's
I'm not
wrong with
saying
you?
how the fuck I know. This shit, the motherfucker
Yeah,
came on talking about he was
yeah.
Long Dong Silver.
No, he's a porn star.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
he's an adult entertainer. He don't like to be called a porn star. Yeah, shout out to
Because it's
Johnny
raunchy.
Depp. I can't even remember the name of the supplement right now. Sorry, I'm a little rusty. But he was gonna be at the Play Night Social Party that we had to postpone. He was gonna be one of our vendors.
Oh, one of the vendors.
Fuck yeah. You
Corona
had the
fucked up
pill.
a lot.
You had the pill. Yes, that shit stopped life.
Man, it was so many events I was supposed to go to and do.
Do it.
And
It's
Corona
crazy.
saved you.
No, I guess it didn't save me because there is no adult skip day. So fuck Corona.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fuck
That probably of every event. Well, I missed my cruise. I missed Black Hollywood. Yeah, I should be about to leave for Jamaica right now. Me and Drew.
yeah.
So shit fucked up. Yeah. Shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily hopefully that trip in September still happens. I don't know. The money's been transferred, but it's a lot of shit fucked up. So
Yeah.
so yeah, maybe if everybody put into the universe that this shit gonna pass. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
it's time for it to pass.
It's time for it to pass.
Yes. All righty.
We're gonna do a winner skip day
Bust it
party.
wide open. Bust
Yeah.
it wide
So
open.
how can they find you, Candy?
KANDYELL.
On everything. Y'all
No, I mean I got too close to the mic, so I put some hand sanitizer on my mouth.
I ain't even gonna fuck with that. I'm gonna leave that shit alone.
Even before Corona, his ass was wiping down his bike.
I know. Well, that's why I don't mind coming in here because I know I'm safe. No bullshit. I didn't mind coming in here because I know he got OCD like me. What's up, Drew? Where they find you? We gotta move on. We ain't got
that's
like
it.
30
Oh yeah, because we got 30 seconds.
You can find me on Instagram at JustDrewDC. You can find me on Facebook, Andrew Wilson, the Good Government. I got on shades in the profile that you want to lock on to. And if you can't find me in any one of them, drop me an email at adultconversation.com.
You can find me here every other Tuesday on Rip Radio Network.
Rip Radio Network.
And you can find me on Facebook, Sunshine Aces. Goodbye, good night, stay safe.
Good
wash your
night.
face, wash your hands.
Good night.
Holla.